Whoa, hold up. You are not going to believe the news that just dropped. We've got Utah Governor Spencer Cox dropping bombshells about the alleged Kirk shooter. Stick around, you don't want to miss this. Next up, a legendary band is welcoming a new drummer. Get ready, because the Foo Fighters are back with Ilan Rubin behind the kit. You won't believe what happened at their surprise show. And then, a wild backstage showdown between two music stars. Gavin Adcock details his intense altercation with Bryan at the Born and Raised Festival. Did Bryan take the bait? Finally, Colbert gets a massive standing ovation at the Emmys. Is anyone hiring? We've got all the details. Hit that like, subscribe, and ring that bell. Utah Governor Spencer Cox drops bombshells on alleged Kirk shooter. The nation is still reeling from the alleged shooting of activist Charlie Kirk, and Utah Governor Spencer Cox is providing an update that's raising more questions than answers. He revealed that the suspect, 22-year-old Tyler Robinson, is currently in custody but is reportedly not cooperating with authorities. Cox stated on ABC's This Week that while Robinson himself remains tight-lipped, those around him are fully cooperating, which he emphasized as crucial for the investigation. Robinson turned himself in after his father confronted him with images, reportedly leading to an admission. Adding another layer to the unfolding drama, Governor Cox confirmed reports that Robinson exchanged joking messages on Discord about being the shooter, initially as a dark humor before he allegedly confessed. Furthermore, Cox confirmed that Robinson's roommate, who is reportedly a male transitioning to female, has been incredibly cooperative and had no prior knowledge of the events. The governor also alluded to information from acquaintances and family members suggesting Robinson was deeply indoctrinated with leftist ideology, though he stressed that more details would emerge with formal charges. The case has sparked intense debate about radicalization and political motives, with Cox stating his concern is about the radicalization piece, regardless of political affiliation. What really drove Tyler Robinson to allegedly target Charlie Kirk? The investigation is ongoing, but the whispers of ideology and personal connections are already fueling national headlines. Don't go anywhere, because the music world is buzzing with its own drama and exciting new beginnings. Next, we're diving into a surprise performance that has fans talking. The Foo Fighters are back with a brand new drummer. Foo Fighters debut new drummer Ilan Rubin at surprise show. Get ready, rock fans, because the Foo Fighters are back with a bang and a brand new beat. In their first show of 2025, held at the intimate 900-capacity Fremont Theater in San Luis Obispo, California, the legendary band officially debuted Ilan Rubin as their new drummer. This surprise performance, announced just a day prior, marked Rubin's first official outing with the band since they parted ways with Josh Freese, who had stepped in following the tragic passing of Taylor Hawkins in 2022. Frontman Dave Grohl, clearly thrilled, introduced Rubin with immense praise, declaring, "Ladies and gentlemen, will you please welcome, the most badass motherfucker Ilan Rubin is playing drums in the Foo Fighters right now. It's official. You can stamp the passport." The setlist was a powerhouse, featuring 25 songs including massive hits like Everlong and Learn to Fly, alongside deep cuts like Exhausted, a song Grohl originally wrote for Nirvana, and Winnebago. Adding to the excitement, the announcement for the show included a teaser of what sounded like a new track, hinting that new music might be on the horizon. The band is gearing up for a world tour, with dates scheduled in Indonesia, Singapore, Japan, and Mexico before the year's end, and they've already dropped their first new music since 2023's. But here we are, including the track Today's Song and a cover of Minor Threat's I Do Wanna Hear It. The Foo Fighters also announced their second show, with Rubin will be September 15th in Santa Ana, California. Fans are buzzing about Ilan Rubin's powerful debut, and with new music and a tour on the way, the Foo Fighters are clearly firing on all cylinders. But the music world isn't just about new beginnings. It's also about intense rivalries heating up backstage. Next, we're getting the inside scoop on a wild confrontation between Bryan and Gavin Adcock. I didn't take the Bryan bait. Gavin Adcock details backstage altercation. Things got heated at the Born and Raised Festival in Pryor, Oklahoma, over the weekend, And country artist Gavin Adcock is speaking out after a dramatic backstage encounter with Bryan. Adcock posted a direct-to-camera video on Instagram detailing the incident, which allegedly occurred on Saturday afternoon. According to Adcock, Bryan, who had arrived at the festival to perform with Gabriella Rose, actively sought out Adcock, with whom he's had a public feud since July. Adcock claims Bryan treated other artists and their guests poorly throughout the day, flipping them birds and saying just douchebag stuff to them all day, before waiting until an hour before Adcock's set to make his move. Adcock recounts that Bryan then drove up to a fence near the backstage area in a pickup truck and began shouting threats. In a video that has since gone viral, Bryan is seen scaling a barbed wire-topped fence and lunging towards Adcock before being restrained by security guards. Adcock, however, claims he refused to engage, stating, "No artist that cares about their fans is going to fight right before their set, missing going on, and disappointing fans." He added that he didn't want to end up in jail, miss his performance, or get caught in a lawsuit, implying Bryan might use money to manipulate situations. Adcock stood firm, asserting, "I know my decision I made was right. I didn't take the Bryan bait," and added he would be praying for him to get better. Fans are divided, with many praising Adcock for his cool head under pressure, while others question the escalation. The incident has certainly added fuel to the fire of their ongoing feud. From backstage drama to the biggest night in television, we've got a moment that had everyone on their feet. Coming up, Stephen Colbert's hilarious and heartwarming appearance at the Emmys. Stephen Colbert asks, "Is anyone hiring?" after receiving standing ovation at 2025 Emmys. The 2025 Emmy Awards kicked off with an unforgettable moment for Stephen Colbert, who received a massive, prolonged standing ovation before he even presented the first award. As the comedian took the stage, the audience erupted with chants of "Stephen, Stephen," leaving Colbert to humorously implore them to sit down. "Thank you very much. We got to keep going." He masterfully used the moment to inject his signature humor, quipping, "While I have your attention, is anyone hiring?" This was a direct nod to the upcoming end of his show, The Late Show, in May 2026, and the subsequent availability of his 200 well-qualified candidates. Colbert then playfully pulled out a resume with an old-school headshot, even jogging over to Harrison Ford to ask him to forward his CV to Steven Spielberg, joking about his teenage photo. The standing ovation was a powerful display of support from the television community, especially following the news of The Late Show's cancellation, which has been speculated to be influenced by network mergers and a settlement with Donald Trump regarding a lawsuit against 60 Minutes. Many in Hollywood, including Jimmy Kimmel, have publicly supported Colbert, with Kimmel even using his Emmys FYC ad to declare his vote for Colbert's show in the Outstanding Talk Series category. Colbert went on to present the award for lead actor in a comedy series to Seth Rogen. The outpouring of love and respect for Colbert at the Emmys highlights his significant impact on late-night television and the industry's anticipation for his next move. That's all the breaking news we have for you today, but stick around for a quick recap and all the ways you can stay connected. All right, let's do a lightning-fast recap of today's biggest stories. Utah Governor Spencer Cox is shedding light on the alleged Kirk shooter's lack of cooperation. The Foo Fighters officially welcomed Ilan Rubin as their new drummer at a surprise show. Gavin Adcock detailed a tense backstage confrontation with Bryan, stating he didn't take the bait. And Stephen Colbert earned a massive standing ovation at the Emmys, humorously asking if anyone was hiring. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to Clipsy for all your breaking news, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. Follow us on all our socials too, and let us know in the comments which story you found most shocking. We'll see you next time.